New Kenner mini rigs that were actually featured on screen during the original trilogy, you've come to the right place. We have 3 brand new mini rigs that weren't off screen like all of the Kenner versions from their mini rigs, but these 3 were on screen. So let's go ahead and check out where you can get these, who made these beautiful mini rigs, and add some figures and dioramas to these and showcase them right now. Hey everybody, it's the Kenner Collector again. Hope you're having an awesome weekend. In this episode, we're going to break down 3 new mini rigs that were on screen from the original trilogy. The ones we got from Kenner were off screen, and I would argue that these 3 new vehicles would be everybody's favorite of all the mini rigs that Kenner released. These are incredible new pieces to add to my collection, so let's go ahead and check out these right now. And here's the first mini rig. This is the Rebel Transport Speeder, often seen in Rebel bases and, prepping for, going to war, prepping for battles on other planets. And you can see I have this really cool backdrop that this goes with. I'll add some figures to this here in a minute and showcase a really cool design on this that you can't really see yet, that makes it totally different from the modern Hasbro that we got years ago. This one's even cooler in my opinion. So let's go ahead and check out the functions and add some figures to this one. All right, so we've added a couple Rebel technicians to this scene, and let's check out the really cool feature of this new mini rig. So if you spin this around, these are removable, and you can put in 4 action figures that can be carried around on this speeder. Let's do the other 2 here. C-3PO. Princess Leia. Oh, a little too close together. There we go. Move her hand a little bit. So yeah, look how awesome this looks with all these figures on here. This is such a cool, design to this new mini rig, this speeder. So you can now transport 4 different action figures around the Rebel base, and then you can easily just take these off, pop these doors right back on, and then you can even, transport some cargo on top. So really, really cool design. Huge shout out to Trash Compactor Customs over on Etsy. And let's go ahead and break down the next mini rig that he just released. And now we have teleported to the Hoth system. We are inside the Rebel Echo base on the planet of Hoth. And this is the new Rebel Speeder Transport from Trash Compactor Customs over on Etsy. This is the Hoth Rebel Speeder Transport. And this has some really cool functions as well, we'll get into in a second. But just the quality of the 3D printing on these is amazing. The paint, everything, Trash Compactor does is a little bit next level than a lot of like the shoddy stuff that is super cheap out there on Etsy or eBay. So let's go ahead and add some figures to this transport and check out its features. All right, so we're back on Echo Base, and this backdrop is actually from the Cardboard Galaxy. I forgot to mention, this thing is massive. It's my favorite Echo Base diorama or play set, just because it's so large. You can put so many cool details and computer banks and all that stuff on the inside of this huge kind of hangar area. So we've added a few figures to the Rebel Hoth transport vehicle. You can see General Riken and a custom Han Solo in Hoth gear as well. And you can see kind of the control panels and stuff. It did come with a few stickers, and I love the the front of this thing as well. All the details are super cool. And let's check out another really cool function here on the back. So this door actually folds all the way down, and what you can do is you can take this figure out and you can have this little droid go right up the ramp and right into the vehicle. So that's pretty sweet. You can load stuff, obviously cargo and stuff, using that door as well. And then I'll just take Han out of here. And you can see these seats or benches are slanted, so as long as you just bend the legs of the figure, they'll fit right in, kind of standing up, which is a pretty sweet design on this as well. You have the Tauntaun there in the background. So that's it for this one. Let's check out the final one next. And here's the last new mini rig from Trash Compactor Customs. This is the Rebel Laser Ice Cutter Cannon Sled. This one's super cool, and all three of these, they just come with some parts easily. You know, you glue these together, you snap some pieces in, mostly gluing everything together. They came with a few stickers. I only applied a couple depending on the mini rig, but this thing's super cool as well. We're back, well, never left the planet of Hoth, so let's go ahead and add some action figures to this scene, to this vehicle. Let's check this out. And now Han Solo has taken over the sled. This is a alternate version of what happened on Hoth as he was looking for Luke Skywalker. He mounts the sled instead of the Tauntaun to go out to look for his buddy Luke, who's in a very precarious position here inside the Wampa Cave. This is another Trash Compactor custom set, and really cool because this lightsaber pulls out, goes back into the snow, so when he awakes he can grab the lightsaber and chop off the Wampa's arm. But seems like Han Solo is going to save him before it gets to that point with the laser cannon right here. So we'll zoom out, check how cool this scene is. Another backdrop from the cardboard galaxy here in the background, but just another really cool mini rig. So if you like these, go check these out on Etsy. They're from Trash Compactor Customs, and I think these are incredible, great additions to any vintage Star Wars collection if you collect customs like I do. So with that, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And that's a wrap on this episode. Thanks everybody again for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. Throw a like on this. It really helps my channel. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, so you get all my new videos when they drop. And take care, everybody. And remember to collect the Kenner.